playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a couple yards deep, we'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. They begin the drive with Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Browns defense has a touchdown. So Charles, on 1st points of the game, provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up long blocks. The guy playing over the center of the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That time on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 4. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. This one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Williams, right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Both sides are in for this season. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over the 46-yard line.
There's no question they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Six yards left on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Watson. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 22. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos on the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. There's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, it's Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The wide receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter. The interception, so maybe a second-half tone.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3-point down, counter.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good game of the line. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll come out in the pistol. Chubb. will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So this run again down there will stop just short of the line, but they will run back to him, so they will the winners to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I think a major focus of halftime makes that to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get going.
You pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. To throw is Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards now loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a 10th and 4.
This defense just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly are rolling up today. There's been turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Hey, 24. Alert. 29.
Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Watson off play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on it and goes in and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down. And he stopped immediately there. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the short Some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear, let's get deep down there. But it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped it on the line there. And they're getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a 4th so short. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offense coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish. Touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. This one caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
First 6.
Watson now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Watson. Complete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Do this. Let's go. Man up, man up. Keep it up.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They run it again with Williams. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. He lost him a full 3 yards there. It also brings up third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you can just kind of tell that wasn't going to happen.
You know, in the film section, you'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They run off tackle right with Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.